little choppy. Yours is way better.
Whatever.
Well, I mean, it's as good as it's going to get, so we'll just do it.
Hey, falling on a budget. Nice job. Bandwidth. We need more megahertz. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live, Game 1 of Year 3 MNL Finals with the two most hated teams in MNL history, the Deep and the North Stars. Ben, how are we looking?
We're looking good. Thanks for having me, Tim.
Thanks for being here. So, give me an idea, before puck drops, who do you got? Who are you liking this series?
All right, so we have a battle of the top two teams in the league. The vaunted Nordiques, dressed in baby blue, and the second-seeded North Stars, led by the Autos. The Nordiques in exchange for later round picks. That left the Nordiques to basically ascertain the top two players in the entire Monday Night League in the league, that being Paul Proctor and Sugar Sean Hardy.
How the rest of the league feel about that, Benny?
There was a lot of controversy, but it seemed to pay well off for both clubs. I mean, obviously both clubs have gotten to the finals here, but these Nordiques are going to be tough to stop. The big three being Pesa, Proctor, and Sugar. Combined during the regular season, they accounted for 78% of the goals scored by the Nordiques.
That's a shit ton.
That is a shit ton. So the only way that the North Stars can even get a game in this series is to shut down those three guys, their top three, and they have to take advantage of every chance that they get. The puck has to get by Cone, who has let up 0 goals during this playoff year.
I love it. All right, we got about just under 20 seconds before puck drop. Real quick, who do you see as being the unsung heroes of this series? We know the Proctors, the Sugars. Who do you see as the dark horse coming in to really make some waves in this series?
So let me give you a few names on each side. On the Nordique side, they're going to have their defense step up. I look for the silent assassin, Eric Lepoudre, to play huge defense. The guy's solid. He makes smart plays. He's just always in the right position. On the North Star side, you're going to have their big guns, 71, Gio Orlandi. The guy's been doing it all year. He's having an MVP type series and type season. He's going to have to put the puck in the net, and they're going to have to take advantage of every chance that they get.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Now, before we get the first puck drop here, curious if you'd like to shout out to any sponsors.
There are a few people we'd like to recognize tonight. First of all the guys at Madison Heights Fire Department Station 1 watching via Twitch.
Thanks for the Wi-Fi, boys.
Thank you for the contribution there. Secondly, we'd like to say thank you to all the guys that are watching right now at FCA Sterling Heights Assembly Plant, home of the all-new 2019 Dodge Ram. You can get those available right now. Ask for Ben, that'd be Little Ben, and you'll get you the discount.
All right, we have to take a 1-minute technical break to make sure our sound...
We'd like to say thank you to all the guys that are watching right now at FCA Sterling Heights Assembly Plant, home of the all-new 2019 Dodge Ram. You can get those available right now. Ask for Ben, that'd be Little Ben.
You say you do both cameras,
All right, we have to take a 1-minute technical break.
Alright, shout out to our tech crew doing a great job. Hope you guys can hear us alright, see us alright. Looking at Peso, getting up to Q-tip, shitty pass as always. Going back to Turnbull in the corner, circling behind the net.
That Turnbull's a very underrated player. He makes a good play up the boards there, though.
Absolutely. Here comes Ratcliffe, a.k.a. the Rattler, out to the side, crossing the middle. Oh, just a bit outside.
I can tell you that, Tim, we're going to break away.
Proctor circles around. You got to be careful of 2-2. He wears 2 different color socks to try and make it easier, but still people leave him alone. Also with 2 different color socks because he looks like an idiot, Troy Otto.
And so far this postseason, Mr. Cohn in net for the Nordiques has not given up a goal. 2 games, 2 shutouts.
Johnny Starr with the wicked shot just about 6 feet outside. Pretty close. Rattler in the corner. Nobody wants to go in there with him. Except for Ryan Allen, who basically ices it. So slow they wave it off. Johnny Starr back in the corner. Behind his own net. Decides not to do the flying V. Bad choice.
We got to look out for the speed of Sugar. That time, just put his partner off sides. So we're just getting settled into this game. 11:59 to go in the first period. Both teams a little tentative, feeling out process going on, much like the Ottos do.
Benny, I gotta ask, who do you think's the most nervous player on the ice right now?
I would say it's definitely one of the Ottos. They know that their mom's watching in right now. They know that the vote for the greatest Otto of the year is on the line. It's definitely an Otto.
Now we're gonna have to play some wagers. Who do you think is going to yell at who first? Troy at Ty or Ty at Troy?
Tim, that's no contest at all. That'll definitely be Troy. I believe it's already happened in the warm-up.
Big Cat. Oh, look at that. Couple shoves from Ty and Big Cat. We're going to have to watch that progress throughout the season. I know Big Cat's pretty feisty. Ty purposely going slow, doesn't want to overdo it, dumps it in. In comes House, does not see Proctor, so he decides not to put somebody in the boards.
That House is quite the gritty player.
You know, it's his reputation that really preceded him. He's cleaned it up this year. He still plays with some edge, but I don't think he's got any body count this year, so good for him.
So we have Ryan Z making his first decent save of the game. There'll be a face-off deep in the North Star's end. Tim, I see that the Nordiques have put out the big line right now.
Yeah, this has really been a one-man show, and Peso's just been riding on his coattails all season, loving the points. So he'll be definitely sending Proctor a thank you basket at the end of the season. Shot by Peso, crashed on by Proctor.
Nice screen set up there by White. Plays called off offsides right now. But great screen outside. The guys are crashing the net. The Nordiques are not afraid to get the dirty goal. Usually they're known for their scoring chances, their scoring prowess. Just basically sending the puck up and sending it to Proctor or sending it to Sugar. But that one was a kind of a dirty play, and Wright made the good play going out in front of the net.
So Ben, we've got a black shirt sub out there. Just collects the puck. Number 11, Choden. Tell me a little bit about his family history.
So he comes from the deep roots of broadcasting. His mother was actually Cheryl Choden of Channel 7 fame, WXYZ, shout out.
She was a mentor of yours, wasn't she?
She was. I went to school. I tried to get her as an announcing instructor. She was not available after she retired. But it's nice to see the young fella out there.
Now, classy play by the Nordiques to not challenge the sub, even though technically he was not eligible based on the Ivory Tower rules. What do you think about that?
I think as long as both GMs agree with that, then it's fair on both sides.
I concur.
I really think the North Stars are going to have to throw everything they can just to try and slow down these guys. You have the combination of speed and skill with like the big three that we talked about. Scoring 78% of their goals this year, that would be Proctor, Hardy, and Peso. Again, Peso just riding the coattails, but the guy's had a career year right now, definitely bumping up his draft stock for next year.
Yeah, definitely good for him. I know the league was pretty disappointed he didn't get traded for
We
the
got
third
2-on-1
season in a
developing.
row. Oh, here we come. Got to give that puck to Gio. Poor choice. I would be screaming at my teammate right now.
House,
Couple extra shots.
House ripped that one right at Cone's head, which is typical of the style of play that House plays with.
Lining up at the left dot in the Nordiques zone.
Tim, I definitely agree that had to go over to Gio on that play. The guy's got a hot hand, he's got red pants on and a red helmet, and he's the Italian stallion. That's got to go over to Gio for a one-timer. He's set up for a one-timer, and House neglected to send that over.
Somebody obviously wants to be the hero.
Well, we're down to crunch time, boys. This is playoff time. You got to send it to your hot hand. You got to send it to the guy who's going to put the biscuit in the basket, and that's the Italian stallion.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Nice job, Ben. Line up for another face-off. Let's see if we can keep play without some icings. House and Q-Tip, two of the somewhat chippier players of the league lining up, have not thrown any bows yet. Hopefully that will progress throughout the season.
You know, it is playoff hockey, Tim, and in those moves during the playoffs, it just happens.
Shot on that just a bit outside. Big Mackey, smart play, clears it out. Suki on a bad pass up the boards. Trying to get their man Sugar. I've had it on good authority that Sugar says, just give me the fucking puck. I don't care how many guys are around me.
Look at this.
Sugar circles the net. Saved by Ryan Z. And a little bit of chippiness in front of the net. Not by Adam House, but by Sukas defending the zone. What do you think, Ben?
I think that's tough playoff hockey. You know, these are where you earn your stripes. You got to go dig hard in the corners. You got to put pucks on net. The big line's back out for the Nordiques. Matched by Star on defense. He's definitely matches his name, Star. He is a star defenseman. The only other man in the league that wears a half shield. This guy's got balls of steel. He basically carries him around in a wheelbarrow. This guy is finesse. He's smart. He makes the smart plays every time, and he's tough as nails.
Absolutely, Ben. Strong player. Definitely someone you don't want to lay down in front of a shot. Wicked shot. They're lining up again in the North Star zone. Paul Proctor takes the face-off. Peso ready for that snipe.
Look for Rattler to draw this down in the corner. And just as I said, he pulled it away, and Turnbull was able to send it around and reverse the play to the other side. Looking for an outlet pass, but you see that all the North Stars are kind of cheating out there. You're not going to get away with it, the skill that the Nordiques have.
Proctor holds the zone. Troy Otto circles back in his own zone for the breakout pass. Doesn't look like he's got anybody to go to. Holds on it for way too long. Proctor with a great tip. Great hand-eye coordination, wouldn't you say, Ben?
I would say that's a good play. The play this playoff season by number 2, Troy Otto, impeccable. He leads the North Stars in goals in the playoffs with 2. But they're going to have the whole team rolling. And I know he gave a very emotional speech before the game. I was able to listen in while I was going to the bathroom. In between the locker rooms, I heard him. It was quite impassionate. It was basically, we're going to change the Otto name to Brooks, just like Herb Brooks.
Oh, that sounds very modest, like an Otto. Star gets it up to Choden. Choden breaks the zone. Coming in unchallenged. Oh, good save by Cowboy Cone.
Nice stop by Cone there. So let's talk about the goalie matchup a little bit with 4:40 remaining in the first period. Going into this this playoff season here, an all-time Monday Night Light record was set by Ryan Z of the North Stars for lowest goals against average for a season, set at 2.00. Just behind him, Cowboy Cone registered a 2.35 goals against average. Spectacular goaltending in this series. We can expect making key saves at key times and look for both guys to put up great numbers again.
Great research, Ben. I know the fans really love to hear the stats. We've got House breaking it out. Let's see if he'll actually pass it this time. He will, but to absolutely nobody in the corner. Gio saves the day. Icing is waved off. Ryan Z to play the puck.
That's a costly giveaway right there.
Tell you what, if you're going to give it to somebody, give it to Sugar. That was sarcasm. That's actually stupid.
No, you don't do that.
Big Cat playing really physical in the corners. I think he saw Ty Otto and realized weakness. Here comes Gio, streaking up the left side. Red pants, red helmet. Right into the crotch of Penny.
Tell you what, that Penny, you know, he's not known for his defensive prowess, but I'm telling you, the guy never puts himself in a bad position, except when he's panicoptering, which is very similar to a helicopter type motion with a stick. When he gets beats, he likes to swing it around the backside, and oftentimes he does break up that play.
I have it on good authority. He's actually going to pant in that. It's the panicopter. Puck down in the corner in the deep zone. Panny. Patience. Right to Charles Mackey, who purposely lets it slip through. Shot outside. Here comes House in the corner trying to dig it out. Sugar and House battle along the boards. Patiently, Brownie brings it up. Smart. Give it to Sugar. Always Sugar. Let's see if Big Cat can crash the boards on this one.
Excellent play by taking it to the net there with Sugar. So you go back to Brownie. He dumps it back down in the deep end.
Jordan plays him hard, and here comes Troy.
Nice play by Sukas down in the corner there. He took that Sugar right out. He's got him by about 18 inches there. And we're just talking about height right now. But a great play using the body on Sugar. He doesn't like that. He gets a little frustrated, and that's a good way to take him off his game.
I gotta say, we're 2 minutes left in the first period, and I'm bored out of my mind. No fights, no goals. This is literally putting me to sleep. Let's see if we can get some action here, boys.
So Tim, this is the kind of game that the North Stars, this is right on their playbook. They want to slow things down. They don't want to give the Nordiques chances. This is exactly what the Ottos ordered.
Just look at Drew it up. They actually might know what they're talking about. Good insight, Ben. Oh!
An excellent scoring chance by number 2, Troy Otto, the leader and head goon of the North Stars. Excellent play by Cone. No rebound given up. No chance for a second chance.
Coming up in a minute left. That's the guy you want shooting from the point. Johnny Starr has not been able to hit the net yet. Here comes Peso. Says, get out of my way, Proctor. Obviously decides to pass it to Justin Wright instead of Proctor. Risky move.
I really look for Peso to pick up his play here. The guy's been hot as a firecracker. He needs to keep going to the net and just become the recipient of the fine play that 22 provides. And speaking of 22, Tim, we really haven't mentioned his name a lot this first period.
Yeah, he's been leaking out. Here he comes up on the left side. I think he's really lulling him to sleep, waiting for that opportune moment. Once he strikes, it really puts a damper on the other team's momentum. And I wouldn't be surprised if he gets one here at the end of the period.
Just as you say that, he curls around the front of the net, takes it down into the corner. Nice unselfish play to Mackey, who throws it at the net.
Oh! Froze by Ryan Z. Just under 20 seconds left in the first.
We might have time for a quick whistle or a quick face-off, but the North Stars being super smart here, making a last-minute substitution, and that's going to run the clock dry.
Look at the form of 91 Peso. Arms up, complaining about the officiating. Haven't seen much of that yet, but I definitely think he'll be bitching the rest of this period.
He understands. He's a registered official through USA Hockey. He understands what they were doing, and you know, when you understand the rules, you just you got to live by those rules. And and Peso knew that was what's going to happen. But a slick move by the Otto family there.
All right, so we've got, how long between intermission? About 45 seconds? Piercy doesn't really give a shit. He just doesn't play by the rules. So take this time to thank Piercy for running the scoreboard, the clock. Hasn't had much to do today.
So Tim, let's talk a little bit about how both teams got here. The Nordiques steamrolled those Whalers. The Whalers were in good shape. They had Serta. They had Trent. I think they put up a good fight. They went down 2-0. Didn't even score a goal.
Yeah, I will be honest with you. They coming into the playoffs, they had a lot of steam. They were a team that I did not want to mess with, and I'm glad that the Nordiques had to take them on. I think they did everything they could with the talent that they had. They had a lot of heart, but unfortunately, when you give up 2 first-round picks and you get Proctor and Sugar on the same team, you're fighting an uphill battle.
Agreed, Tim. And then the North Stars obviously got here by beating the Ducks, led by everyone's favorite Greek, that'd be Pete Neferatos. He's also known for his rope jumping skills and his wrist exercises. The guy's in fantastic shape. Like a fine wine, he only improves.
True. And I have it on good authority. He is a level 5 grip master. Literally can just grip things. Don't ever shake hands with a guy if he's not trying to be nice. And looks like the second period is underway. We've got Q-Tip streaking up the left side, comes into the middle, and turns it over. Here comes House. He's really looking to prove himself as a finesse player based on the first 2 or 3 seasons of being known as a goon. Let's see if he can change his own reputation. Oh, that's a speed race. McDavid versus McDavid.
That would actually be Sukas who outbeat Q-Tip on that.
Oh, sorry. Looked a little faster. And your unsung hero.
Did you see that? The guy is the silent assassin. He'll throw the puck in for anywhere. The guy doesn't make a peep, but he speaks by carrying that large stick. And I'm telling you what, the guy is solid. He should easily be a 3rd-round draft pick next summer.
Oh, that sounds like some insider info from some GMs to pick up on defenseman Lapudre.
House all by himself here. Ooh, good quick shot, rebound.
I'll tell you what, Ryan Allen's really been stepping up as a defenseman. It's not his natural position, but he stepped in for the Nordiques and been playing very well. Sugar with the shot on Ryan Z. Loose bounce, but they come out.
Nice rebound control by the defenseman there. That'd be Star. Beautiful defensive play. 2-on-1 the other way.
Look, good look. Oh, goal!
That would be super sub. Mr. Choden following up on the plate. Tim, you always got to watch out for that late man coming down. They had a 2-on-1, and the late man was able to break that up and then put that biscuit in the basket.
That'd be 11 from 2. 11 from 2. Great patience by Troy in the corner. Nobody likes to give him credit because he will give himself credit, but you got to give credit where credit's due.
From Troy.
And I'll tell you what, the North Stars strike first. Not many thought this would happen.
No, this is exactly the game style that the North Stars wanted to impose on them. Right now, they're just taking it to them. The big 3 are silent. I can hardly even notice the mismatched size of 22 out there. They're going to have to shake up these lines a little bit. I would suggest either a power play or you throw out all big 3 guys at the same time and push the issue and force the North Stars to make some mistakes.
I agree. The splitting up of the top 2 talents worked for them all season, but obviously the North Stars have proven that they can adjust their lineup with having flat out zero weaknesses and match up however they need to. Smart coaching by the Black and Green.
And we all know the Nordiques can score goals in bunches, and they can score them quickly. Much like the Red Wings have been failing the last few games where they've been scored upon in bunches. This baby blue club can throw pucks at the net and they can score multiple goals in a short amount of time. And I'm looking for Proctor to do that now.
Proctor coming in on the left side, shot low glove on Ryan Z. Great rebound control by Ryan Z. What do you think so far, Ben?
I think by limiting those chances, those second chances, Ryan Z playing a fantastic game right now. Both clubs look a little tight, but I'm telling you what, the North Stars are putting their game forward, and they're playing the way they need to play to win this series.
All right, lining up in the North Star zone. Q-tip versus House. Sugar gets the puck. Oh, we're going to get a trip on the Italian Stallion. That's definitely not the guy you want in the box.
So, Tim, just like the doctor prescribed, a power play for the Nordiques. I look for the big three going out there right now.
All right, Gio's in the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Let's see what the Nordiques decide to do here, Ben. If they take your advice, which they probably should, and they are not.
Nope.
Leaving Proctor off the ice right now and having Sugar Hardy defend for himself.
You know, Sugar was just coming on. Proctor was off on the wrong shift. I look for them to make a change really short into this power play.
I agree. No icing due to the penalty kill. House putting some pressure on there. And Easy E. LaPoudre swinging around the backside.
Nice drop pass.
Smart choice. Got it to Sugar. Sugar winds up. Oh! Rebound!
Q-tip picking up his second goal of the postseason. The guy's not afraid to go into dirty areas on the rink. The first time this evening, Ryan Z lets up a poor rebound. It's deposited right in the back of the net.
And just like that, you're right, Ben, the Nordiques can strike quick, so don't get on your laurels. You have to stay aggressive and keep these guys on their heels.
What were those goals for?
Piercy wants to know who the goal is for. That was Q-tip from
11,
Sugar.
42, 24.
11,
42, 24. LaPoudre with a nice assist bringing that puck in the zone.
I got to give it to my partner here. He called out before the puck dropped that LaPoudre would have a big influence, and there it is. Breakout from the zone, second assist, ties up the game.
Tim, I had the pleasure of playing with the Silent Assassin last year. Very underrated in this league. Solid defenseman.
I hear in the grapevine he might be looking at a GM spot next year because he's tired of being underutilized.
Peso brought that puck in strong with his right-hand shot.
Down in the corner, we've got Star battling with somebody and goes up into the netting for a pause in play.
Tim, what do you think so far?
I'll tell you what, I love that goal put a little life back in the game. You can tell that the North Stars are in a spot where they need to step it up, get rid of the nerves, and plays back in action. Panty over to Peso. Peso circles the zone. Gets a deflection down in the North Star zone behind Ryan Z. Proctor's lurking down there. You got to be smart with the puck when he's around.
Tim, we're halfway through the game with 7.5 minutes to go in the second period. Not exactly what I pictured at the start of this game. I figured that the Nordiques would jump to a quick lead. They've been foiled with that, and the North Stars are just playing a perfect game right now. They're playing a perfect road game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we thought that the Nordiques would come in hot, but like you said before,
that's a strong play by Rattler.
Oh yeah, Panty tries to call his own penalty like the Autos have taught him, but it does not work. He's not loud enough.
I will say that on the Quebec Nordique goal, that Panty did not receive an assist on that. He was not on the ice. We'll check the score sheet later and see if he gets added.
Looks like Pete Neferatos actually did get an assist on that.
Oh, we got another penalty on a hook or a trip. That's going to send the Nordiques back onto the power play. The North Stars cannot afford to put them down a man and put the advantage with the Nordiques.
Absolutely. And just like a North Star, even though he was just brought in as a sub, he is bitching at the refs, even though he has zero ground to stand on. Absolutely. Benny, what do you think?
So Choden back in the box. He's all over the scoreboard and the score sheet right now. He's got a tally and he's got a penalty. So fittingly, he's back in the box. So let's see if the Nordiques can take advantage of this and get back on the board and get the lead.
Yeah, I see the Nordiques making the North Stars pay for their mistakes. But you never know. They've been playing smart so far outside of a couple bad trips. Let's see if they can.
Not a good
hold
play
their
right.
own.
Not a good play right there by Cone. He threw it to an open wing. They're on the power play. He's got to control that puck. There's got to be better communication behind the back of the net.
Absolutely, and just like the last goal they scored on the power play, they put out the same unit. Really shocked that they're not putting out 2-2 to get him more involved in this game.
You know, if I was the GM of the Nordiques, I'd be loading it up right now, and I'd put this game out of reach with several power play goals right now.
Absolutely, Ben. Great idea. Great idea. All right, the Nordiques are regrouping in their zone. As always, get the puck to Sugar and make him do all the work. Sub Leroy wraps it around the boards to Q-Tip. Q-Tip in the corner, met by Sukas. Really been playing well this year as a defenseman. What do you think about his play this year, Ben?
Sukas, much like the league, has improved immensely. And Sukas, I would not be afraid to put him out as a top pairing on any team that I play on.
Oh, Ryan Allen throws a puck to the net. A lot of bounces, makes goalies nervous. Sugar circling behind the net, trying to get it to his boy Q-Tip. Q-Tip in house. Again, I cannot stress how calm those two have been. House putting a lot of pressure and going back to Cole.
Both of those players are not afraid to mix it up. I expect some fireworks before this series ends.
Shot wide by Sugar Sean Hardy.
Sugar's got to put that puck on net. There's got to be a chance for a rebound and somebody bang that home, just like Q-Tip did on the first one.
Absolutely. Short-handed, we've got great pressure by Rattler, keeping the puck in the Nordiques zone. Nordiques are having a little trouble getting some flow. They finally get 2-2 out. Can't get a hold of that pass.
The 22 looks a little off. I'm wondering if that nagging ankle injury is giving him any problems.
You know what, I agree, Ben. It's either that or the fact that he sees House on the other team. Reminds him of last year, 12 months ago when we were here, and House put his ass on the boards and broke his ankle. Do you think that's bringing back any sour memories?
You know, Tim, we're almost 12 months exactly to the day where Maff had to actually carry him off the ice like a baby, cradled, all the way to the car and carry him out. So that may definitely be playing on his psyche.
All right, short-handed. The North Stars are really controlling this. We got about 5 seconds left in the penalty for Choden. Innocent, obviously. Toriano in the corner, digging it out, going up against Brawny.
Now look out.
Brawny and Troy battling out. Hockey dads on the wall. Choden looking to repay his teammates with his sins.
He's got Rattler wide open up front. Wide open. Gonna circle around, goes to number 2, Troy Otto. The ageless wonder, Brawny, makes a calm play but gives it away.
Over on the right side, Justin Wright getting yelled at by his teammates to give him the puck.
It's a nice back check by Rattler there to break up that pass to 22.
Absolutely. Choden comes in, loses it to Peso. Peso coming in with Proctor. Slowly but surely comes to the outside, chipped away by... Oh, get down, get down. Proctor shoots, Starhouse misses.
I think everybody in the building was basically looking for Ryan Peso Monet to pull a toe drag there, but he did try and bring it wide, but just lost control of the puck while he was bringing it in on Alan Z.
You think he's a little nervous to pull out the toe drag?
I think that guy would pull it out in the garage in the middle of summer with no one watching.
Proctor catching speed with Big Cat Mackey. You got to pass the puck to Big Cat here, right?
I think you need Big Mackey, big sweet Mackey to go to the net just like he did.
Oh, Johnny Starr puts Proctor on his ass.
No, I think Proctor made the right play there. He's got to take that shot. That's what he gets paid for. He signed that huge contract with the Nordiques this year. That's why he gets paid. He needs guys like sweet Mackey to go to the net and crash the net. Use that big body, bang that goalie down.
Absolutely. Talking about Proctor and the Nordiques, for the last 2 years, the Nordiques have been in the bottom of the barrel, the laughingstock of MNL. How much pressure is on Paul Proctor to deliver for this team, Ben?
Listen, that's all the guy does. You put the guy on the team, it's pretty much an automatic that you're going to win the Stanley Cup. The game's just not going the way he thought right now. He's kind of invisible out there. He's going to need to step up his play. He's going to need to step up his leadership, and he's going to have to rally these guys. We're closing in on 2 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in the third period with only 1 remaining.
All right, the North Stars. Oh my goodness! House learned from his lesson. Pass to Gio. Great behind the back pass. House is one of those players, doesn't like to make a normal pass. It's got to be pretty for it to count. Rory coming back. Rory's a great sub. I can speak from personal experience when he played for the Ducks. Brought his heart. Really great effort. Ty Otto and Adam House battling in the corner.
Yeah, just to dovetail on the boy, the guy is a class act.
Breakout for Sugar Sean Hardy, laying all alone. Whoa!
That is in. The combination of Sugar and Proctor on the breakaway, I just can't state it enough. The guys put the puck in every time. The North Stars can't afford to give away these breakaways. This is how they've beat teams all year long. They just take advantage of all these scoring chances.
Yeah, absolutely. As the North Stars defenseman, you have to know that you can't let 22 or 42 behind you, and he just made them pay the price. Nordiques go up 2-1. That's a 42 goal from Pete Nefratos, number 10 assist.
And Penny, even though he was on the bench.
And Penny. All right, looking strike quick.
2-on-1.
Proctor, Peso enter the zone. John Starr always
that is a
playing solid.
fantastic play by Starr. The body positioning right there. Even a talented guy like 22 Proctor couldn't get around a crafty, grizzled veteran like John Starr.
All right, Sheldon brings it up, loses the tip to Proctor, and Troy Otto dumps it around the zone. In the corner of the Nordiques zone,
Nice
Sheldon
check by
Brownie.
Sheldon.
Absolutely. Looks like Proctor's getting a little gassed out there. I think there's something wrong with his endurance.
You know what? He has been on slack all day. It takes a toll on anybody, but his fingers were working really hard typing those keys. He was talking a lot of smack out there. But right now it's close up 2-1 at the end of the second period. So, he's put them in a position to win.
All right, as always, everyone's looking forward to Ben, a.k.a. Dickie Dunn's keys to the game, walking into the third period. Deeks are up 2-1. What do the North Stars have to do to get back in this game, Ben?
So the North Stars need to slow things down, much like they did in the first period. Greasy, dirty, nasty, filthy goals. They need to push pucks to the net. They need to crash down deep. They need to absolutely limit the number of chances that the Baby Blue get. These guys put pucks in the net. That's what they do for a living. Peso, Proctor, Q-Tip, Sugar. These guys, all they do is put pucks in the net. They need to limit the chances, and the North Stars are going to have to take advantage of every single chance. They're going to have to get dirty here, and they're going to have to get an ugly goal.
So just like getting an A is easier than keeping an A, how do the Nordiques keep the lead, stay ahead, and close this game 1 out?
I think they're going to have to keep those shooters to the outside. They're going to have to keep speedy guys like Gio Orlandi, Sukas, Starr. They're going to have to keep them to the outside. Give Cone the ability to see the puck, make the stops, and keep them at bad angles.
All right, third period is underway. Ryan Allen falls down, gives the puck up to Gio. Good save from his knees, Ryan Allen. Break out to Sugar, wants more. Oh my goodness, breaks. Sugar alone in front. It's a loose. No goal. Great save by Ryan Z. He's doing all he can to keep his team in the game.
Sugar was working in the preseason on his stops and starts. They really paid off right there. We have a delayed penalty called right now for hooking on the Nordiques. Let's see if they can get a chance at the man advantage.
I didn't catch that. Who'd that go to, Ben?
I missed the player from behind, but they got the extra man out there right now.
All right, whistle blown dead on the hooking penalty going to Big Cat Sexy Mackey. I did get a chance to talk to Big Cat before the game, and he did tell me that he was going to make an impact.
So 2 minutes for hooking for Sam Sweet Mackey. There's been 2 power plays for the Nordiques. Now we have the North Stars for the first chance on the power play.
All right, North Stars on the power play. Proctor versus Starr. Starr races back to get it. Proctor on his heels, making him nervous. Proctor peels back. All right,
Star needs to push that puck up and push the play. They need some help from the back end to get some scoring here.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Defense for the North Stars are really laying it out on the line. They're all over the place. Proctor comes in shorthanded. You do not want to let him get speed.
Even 1-on-4. That Proctor's just dangerous. The guy can break out and put the puck in the net anytime. So we have Peso and Proctor killing the penalty. This actually looks offensive.
Pass, here we go. Gio rushing in. Shot on the glove side. Save by Cowboy Cone.
Oh, you got to go to the puck. You can't wait for that puck to come to you. I try and tell my son Matthew every week in soccer, you can't wait for the ball to come to you. You got to go and get it. You got to be hungrier than the other guy.
Great coaching, Ben. All right, looks like Ronnie settles it down, gets it in the zone to John Starr. John Starr over to Turnbull. Turnbull rushes it in.
It's a bad giveaway. Bad giveaway by Turnbull. There's still 30 seconds to go in the power play, but they really haven't mounted any offense at all.
Absolutely. The North Stars really got to strike here, Ben. Who do you see as their saving grace and getting them back in this game?
I really think it starts from the back end. Guys like John Starr, guys like Adam Sukas, guys like Turnbull, they need to push from the back end. They're not gonna win a senior league finals game 2-1. You can't win with 1 goal score.
Absolutely. Getting a little dirty in front of the net there in front of Cowboy Cones. Charles Mackey comes out. Breakaway. Let him do it. Oh.
Nice back check by Sukas.
Sukas just kind of ruins everyone's fun. It's kind of what he's known for.
He's on the fun police, that's what I heard.
All right, so Gio keeps it in, gets it over to Adam House in the corner. House circles. And a pretty harmless shot on Cone. He hasn't let any of that bullshit in all game. Don't know why he would now.
No, that is a good quality shot on net. Listen, any shot on net is not a bad shot on net.
All right, icing. That'll bring us to our TV timeout. Ben, anybody at home you want to give a shout out to?
Well, I'd like to say hi to all the little people out there in the Bin Nation. I'd like to say hi to Great Grandma Bins, Baby Bins, Big Bins, Little Bins, Julie Bins, Tim Bits. Thank you, Tim. So yeah, I appreciate the opportunity I had to work alongside of you, Tim.
Absolutely. Pleasure to be here. Thanks for giving my debut. All right, third period back underway, and face-off in the Nordiques zone.
Oh, good quality throw. You gotta throw it on net. That's a good quality chance.
Oh! I tell you what, House is really looking to make a name for himself. He is buzzing, and he's doing everything the right ways for the North Stars. He's got to be really proud of his play.
I would say that House is one of the top players for the North Stars right now. The guy's playing above his skill level. Really, my hat's off to him right now.
Cam, point it up a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, good solid play by Q-Tip running into Troy Otto, standing him up. Silent Assassin, great outlet pass to Sugar. Sugar comes in hot. What are we going to do here?
Oh, I don't think there was any doubt at all that puck was going to try and go on net.
All right, under 10 minutes to play in the third period. 1 goal game. Everybody's nervous. Who do you think makes a mistake here, Ben?
I don't know so much of a mistake, but I need a guy like... Ooh, that was a good shot on that. But I need a guy like 19, Rattler. Rattler's kind of been invisible out there himself. He needs to step up his game. He needs to lead his team to victory.
Absolutely. He's got a lot of grit, a lot of heart, makes people make mistakes. I really look at him to put some pressure on their defense and the weak defense of the Nordiques and make them pay.
And they really haven't challenged the Nordique defense. They've kind of got a little out of their game plan by slowing the game down. Well, they're going to have to take advantage of their shots.
Absolutely. Proctor comes in, excellent save by Steve. I got to tell you what, Proctor does need some help out there. He's not going to be able to do it by himself.
Well, they got him on a line with Monet, but look for Sweet Mackey to chip in offensively.
Same thing for Rattler. Rattler comes in, nice move. Deeks Brawny.
Wrap it.
Good help, D.
So right now you got the North Stars defense. They need to be pushing in. There's 8 minutes left in this game. It's 2-1 that they're down. They need to step up and be offensive.
I'll tell you what, I'm thinking there might be something medically wrong with Peso. That's about 4 or 5 tries now where he has not pulled the toe drag. I'm wondering if maybe he got a talk for upper management. Ladies and gentlemen, gotta let you know that there is a Whoop Auto sighting in the building. Some people thought he might be dead, but he is actually still alive. So good to see he's doing well, cheering on his brothers.
Peso, an excellent play following up his rebounds and banging them towards the net. The guy's playing inspired. He's had a great year.
All right, another shot by Proctor. Still not doing as much as we thought he would. What do you think? What's the key to getting him engaged here, Ben?
You know what? I can't figure out what's going on with Proctor right now. He just seems a little discombobulated. He's got his head down, just his body mannerisms. Just it's not the Proctor that we all know and we love.
I agree. Playoff Proctor is definitely a scary sight, and I'm not seeing it right now. All right, looks like a turnover by Ty Otto in their own North Star zone. Sukas behind the net, looking to break it out. Floppy pass up to House. House can't handle the pass. Gets it back to LaPoudre. LaPoudre chipped by Wright, and that's actually not going to be touched. That's going to be icing.
So, Tim, the North Stars need to have a sense of urgency. This is like watching a 13, 14-year-old soccer team known as the Michigan Revolution. Shout out to Ed from soccer.
Oh, yeah, the Revolution.
Have a green tea for me right now. But I would say that they're just sitting back. There's no sense of urgency. The green and black need to push the play and put the puck towards the net.
I agree. It seems like they're not afraid to lose, but they are not exactly looking to win. Little lackluster. I'm hoping for maybe a little bit of a chippy play to get their attitude. I mean, that's really the North Stars' culture, is to get in the heads of their opponents. They're never going to be the most talented, but they're definitely the most fierce team to play against. What do you think they got to do? A penalty? Maybe a little chippy play?
You know what? 2-1 game, 6 minutes. We really don't want to leave it in the referee's hands, but I could definitely see a power play coming for the North Stars.
Yeah, definitely draw somebody offside. Sugar's a bit of a hothead, even though you can get him tilt.
It's a nice outlet pass by Hardy on that.
Absolutely. Gio's really buzzing. I think
he's lining it up right here. This is what they needed.
Yeah, Gio's ready. He's got to be the most improved player from the 2017-2018 to 2018-2019 season. Wouldn't you agree, Ben?
Hands down. The guy has played just unbelievable hockey. He played overseas in the Italian Series A League with all the All-Stars over there. It took a little bit of time for him to play with the North American type style that we play here in Hazel Park with Monday Night Lights, but the guy has had a career year.
Yeah, dropped a bunch of LBs. I'm pretty sure he quit smoking. You can really tell. Ooh, Choden and Sugar collide at center ice. I think that might be the chippiness that I was looking for, the North Stars to get themselves engaged.
So as this series goes on, look for more and more of the chippiness. That's just playoff hockey.
All right, LaPoudre. Clean breakout to Ryan Allen. Ryan Allen looking up, seeing what he can do. Up to Charles Mackey. And the Nordiques hold the zone.
2-on-1 going the other way. Nice play by Rattler. He should have stayed on the inside. Almost caught him short. Almost caught him short side. Shoot it! There's a penalty out front!
North Stars are buzzing. They are not going away quietly. Led by coach, captain, player, Reggie Troy Otto Dunlop. Looking to get his team expired here. What do you think this next 4 minutes is going to entail?
You know what, Turtle? I just noticed that that the leader of the North Stars, Troy Otto, is wearing 2 different colored socks. Is that some type of intimidation factor going to 22 Proctor?
Absolutely. It's basically calling out a big F you to Proctor, saying that you're not the only one who can mix match socks around here.
It's a strong play right there by Turbo. Throws it in deep. We have about just under 4 minutes to go in the game.
John Starr with the puck at center ice. Waits. Back to Turnbull. Nice pass up to Rattler. Rattler's juked plenty of defensemen in the Nordiques, and he will not stop. Q-tip looking up, smart play to flip it down.
That's a really smart veteran play right there by 11. He was out, he needed a change, he threw it deep, and he knows he's got 91 Peso flying in the far end.
Absolutely. All right, the clock is ticking, nerves are increasing. What are we going to see here for the next
We got a 2-on-1 for North Stars.
This could really put it away for them. Oh, great play by Penny. He's been solid all year, overperforming above his talent. Wouldn't you agree?
The play right there by Penny, he took away the pass and the shot at the same time. The guy's incredible.
All right, the illegal sub Choden is really looking to make his mark on this game. He's been controlling the puck, circling the zone, gets it over to, looks like Adam House over in the corner. Ty Otto's really playing a good front game, similar to Thomas Holmstrom. Here comes Proctor looking to run out the clock. Smart play by Paul Proctor.
It almost looks like they're going to go into the North Carolina four corners, and they're actually wearing the same type of blue that North Carolina wears. But yeah, that's definitely the plan to roll out this clock. But again, only one shot away from tying this.
Absolutely. Troy Otto breaks out. He knows he's got to go to the Italian Stanley. He's smart enough to play the hot hand, but he wants it back. Paul Proctor, great hand-eye coordination. Hard to get passes through his stick.
Nice defensive play by Proctor there. Breaking up that. North Star's looking to turn it back over in transition.
John Starr, not too shabby himself. I'll tell you what. Great pass by Starr.
A quality scoring chance set up by John Starr, and the leading scorer in the playoffs for the North Stars, Troy Otto, had the puck on his stick, had basically up on the scoreboard already, but put it right into the belly cone.
Vinny, I got to fact check you on that. Are you telling me that Troy Otto is the leading goal scorer for the North Stars?
During the playoffs, Troy leads the team with 2 goals.
Oh my goodness. That's hard to hear and hard to say.
It's really hard to say when you look back on last year. Troy was a goaltender in this league.
Yeah, it seems to be the MNL curse of goalies that they all want to skate out because they're tired of getting lit up.
Whoa! Save by Ryan Z. That's a game stopper right there. That could be the play of the game.
I'll tell you what, that Ryan Z save could really give the momentum they're looking for to close this game out and tie it up.
Tim, I'm telling you what, if we look back at 1 minute and 32 seconds and see that, if the North Stars can pull this off, that is definitely the play of the game right there. That is a huge, huge save with under 2 minutes to go.
Absolutely, absolutely. Unfortunately, Ryan Z makes the great play, but being that he's a goaltender, he can't score a goal, so they pull him out. Extra man. And there's no chance they take Gio or Landy off the ice for this last minute and 30. Smart choice by keeping him on the ice.
So the goalies pulled for the North Stars. They're trying everything they can. They got 6 skaters on the ice.
All right, looks like Sugar Sean Hardy gets the puck out of the zone. Empty net. Skate around. That's going to do it. And that will seal the deal. Sugar Sean Hardy, unassisted. Goal number 3 for the Nordiques.
11:42, now 42. The second one? Sugar had that one too. Okay. Tim, I think that's going to be the end of it. 3-1 with 1 minute 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't see the goal scoring ability out of the North Stars. Now, you never know; they might be able to put something else here, but
the North Stars have a hard time scoring goals. But I'm telling you what, you're not going to win any senior league games when you can only put up 1 goal. Just ask Manny, just ask Antioch. When you only score 1 goal a game, it's just not going to win the seniors.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be able to score in bunches in this league. Goal scorers are not a dime a dozen, and when you have them, especially when you have 2 of the best on the same team, that definitely gives you a clear competitive advantage.
I would.
Under a minute here in play. Looks like the North Stars are just going to do their best to make an effort, make a story out of it, but Nordiques are going to grind this one out, and barring a miracle, going to go up this series 1-0. Then, as the clock winds down, who do you think was the real impact player of this game for both teams?
You know, you can throw a few names out there. Right now, I would say 42 for the Nordiques, Sugar Sean Hardy. 2 goals on the game, including an empty netter. Really just too much to handle for the North Stars. Tim, there's the end of the game. Game 1 goes to the Nordiques 3-1. This is a best 2 out of 3 series. I would really just say that this was really a game of 2 halves. The first half of the game, I would say it was controlled by the North Stars. They were up 1-0 halfway through the game. I don't know what changed on the bench, or maybe there was just a sense of urgency for the Nordiques to impose their will and show who was the real favorite in this series. But they need to get back to that first half of that game, and that's the style of play that they're going to need to play.
Yeah, absolutely. They came out with a lot of heart. I think you're right. I think they got a motivational speech from the coach, from the leader. But unfortunately, the will of the Nordiques will wear you down. They have too much talent, too much speed, and actually looks like we've got number 42, Sugar Sean Hardy of the Nordiques. 2 goals. Is that correct? 2 goals in game 1.
That's correct, sir. That's correct.
All right, come on in. Let's get you. I'll get your stick here.
That's tall.
Sugar, you guys got game 1. 2 goals on the night. We really saw this as a game of 2 halves. The first half, they seemed to impose their will on you, playing a dirty, slow style. But what changed halfway through the game that gets you guys back on the right track?
We 100% outworked them throughout the game. At the end of the game, 2 period, we won. That was it. I think we outpowered them. We outworked them. That was it.
Well said. Congratulations on your 2 goals. Good luck next week.
There you go. Sugar. How'd it go, guys?
Me? No. Are you pointing at me? No. Oh, I thought you were pointing at me. Come on in here.
Oh, yeah, right.
Looks like we have Nordiques goaltender Cowboy Cone coming on in to speak with our man Benny Ben.
What's going on, Dickie? It's always good to be
Coner, thanks for talking with us, guys. You were able to pull out a gritty 3-1 win.
We did, yeah.
Your superstars did what they do.
They do what they gotta do,
cooked
baby.
up.
That's it, exactly. We got the 4 defensemen in front of us that keep things to the outside and make life easy for them.
So as far as defensively, were you able to see the puck tonight? I know you had some great play by Lapudre, Allen.
Yeah, always, man. Yep, they make sure it's outside and let me see it.
I would say that the rebound control that you had tonight, fantastic. The only goal that they got on you was from the rebound.
Yep.
So just your thoughts on giving up the first goal that you've given up this whole playoff series.
You know
this
what?
whole playoff.
It felt good to get that out of the way.
Yeah?
I needed to get that out of the way.
Fantastic. We wish you much luck. Great game tonight. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Turtle.
sir. Hey, great game.
Oh, I gotta go listen to some Kesha boys. Alright.
That's Jeremy Cowboy Cohen saying he's going to go rock out with some Kesha in the locker room, as is the Nordiques tradition. So, 3-1 final in the first game of the 3rd inaugural season playoffs for MNL. This is Turtle Tim signing off with Benny Ben.
It's been a pleasure, Turtle. Thank you for having me. Same time next week. We'll be at the broadcast. Same bad channel, same bad time.
Absolutely. And love your comments. So throw up some likes, any comments, questions, concerns. Let us know how we can do a better job, and we'll see you in 7 days.
Good night.